Hello there, Peppermint Pals. Well, here we are at day 4. If you've been following my Instagram, you may have seen a hint about this a few weeks ago. The style is Barbie. Now, there's many different Barbie styles, but I chose this kind of cute style that's used in a lot of like kids books about Barbie, cartoony 2D style, and I got some books out from the library to kind of use as reference for that style, and I took a picture of those books and like the covers of them, and I posted it on my Instagram story as a hint, and so we've finally come to the meaning of that hint. We are doing Barbie style. And the outfit is her dress from the cover of Beautiful Eyes. And I did just go ahead and count this one in the set of debut songs. Like I said, they're like on my TikTok and on my Instagram. I'm associating like each day an outfit with a certain song. And yes, this one is with Beautiful Eyes because it's from Beautiful Eyes, and that's in one sense a separate CD, in the other sense it's an EP that's, I think, like kind of an extension of debut. It's from debut era. I would not be surprised if she put some songs from Beautiful Eyes onto debut TV. So I just counted that because I was trying to do 3 of each era, because then it would work out to an even 30. So but I really like this dress and it really fit the color, so I really wanted to do this, and I like Beautiful Eyes as a song, so I'm glad I included it. Here you see me struggling to get a guitar shape. I finally just do it and then do it again and kind of erase and get what I like best. It was frustrating. At least I did learn how to do the mirror image thing. I looked that up, and that was a big help. I also did have a reference for the guitar in one of the Barbie books. There was like an illustration of her playing an acoustic guitar, and I used that for reference, not just for the guitar, but also for seeing how like Taylor's hands should be positioned, and it worked out really well. These strings here gave me grief, and it's not perfect, but it wasn't the focal point. The only thing is I did forget, like, I think it's called the pick guard, the like area, the little like plastic thing under the sound hole to like protect the guitar. I forgot to put that on, but I think not all guitars have that, but probably like an acoustic guitar. Certainly the reference I had it, so oops, oh well. So one thing I definitely noticed when I was getting ready to do this piece and looking at the books that I had borrowed, and then of course when I was actually doing the piece, is this Barbie style is very similar to Disney style. The main difference is that the lines are thicker for the Barbie style, and they're also black. They're not colored, unlike with Disney. So in this piece, the guitar and the figure are on separate layers, which makes it nice and easy to erase. You know, once I've got her hands down and her arm and everything, just erase the guitar layer, or I guess there's no point where the guitar, well, I guess yes, the guitar is over her body, and we haven't gotten to that yet, but then that means I don't accidentally erase, you know, part that I did want to keep. I mean, that happens a lot of times anyways, but this is a nice precaution to make it happen less. So now we get to the hair, and I actually cut out a ton here. You'll see me playing around with it later, but, and I also take these two things out. They were just kind of trying to be like, I don't know, a stable curve of her head. I'm making a motion right now, and you can't see me, so I don't know why I'm doing it. But I take those out and I just put a solid color behind it later. But yeah, I thought I had some curl, like, hair brushes. That sounds weird. You know, paint brushes, digital paint brushes that look like hair, not hair brushes you brush your hair with. But, I did, but a lot of them were really weird. They kind of they had spaces between like different little strands of hair, and it was kind of hard to make a line going down with that. I'm not really sure how one would even do that. But so I looked around the Clip Studio shop for some other kind of curly hair, and I found this one is like called leaf curls or something. It was definitely, I mean, even the picture of an example of it was like a girl with curly hair and using the brush. But for some reason it shows as like nature on the side there, like it's got little grass symbols. I don't know. But I think it's cute and it works well. I might have done too many. Like, it's a little bit too curly almost compared to the picture, but I still like it, and it's good because then, you know, it has those solid black lines. The only thing with it is, and you'll see later, is it was kind of hard to highlight and shade because when you colored it, it also colored the black part, so I had to kind of go around the black part to color and shade it. And then here, in the Barbie style that I'm using, there's actually kind of a gradient in the eyes from like the darker color to a white, and it took me a while to get that right, and eventually what I ended up doing is just coloring each eye individually and then doing the gradient individually on each eye. I color the ruffly bits of the dress separately because those are sheer parts, so I want to knock down the opacity. And I think I did end up doing, what I ended up doing is like doing the ruffles around the skirt and the ruffles around the like top differently. Well, like on different layers. So I wanted to do maybe something, you know, something else with this guitar, you know, some more like patterns or whatever. I did look up some like, you know, some of Taylor Swift's guitars, and I was just trying to find like a plain acoustic guitar that, you know, would like fit with this color scheme, because obviously she's got like her pink Lover guitar and all that, but like I was, you know, trying to find something from this era, trying to find something that would fit with the yellow, or, you know, look like, you know, maybe like just a regular brown, and like kind of I could edit it with these colors of this yellowy orange. And I don't know, I couldn't really find anything that I really liked, and I decided to just sort of leave it as a regular guitar. And I think, you know, I think it looks okay, maybe a little bit plain, but it's kind of cute. I like it. Here's where, if you can kind of see it, it's a little hard to see, but I'm trying to put highlights on the hair, and I'm trying to be very careful about it to get around the black parts. I also do some, you know, shades as well, but I don't do quite as many of those as the highlights. And I don't get every strand or every piece, you know, where piece and part where there could be shades. It was difficult to color that hair. It's very frustrating, these brushes that like they're a nice pattern, but they like are filled in already. I don't know how to make brushes, so like I'm sure there's a reason for it. It makes it a little bit more difficult, but I'm sure everyone who's making it is an artist too, and they probably had some intention for it that I'm not considering, but you know, it turned out cute, so I'm not complaining that much. And now I'm doing the flower. I keep the original kind of reddish pink of the flower. I don't try and make it match the color of the day. You know, in some cases with other, you know, the accessories, or like for example in the case of like Lover, where I had the, you know, pants that were kind of a different green, but I still made them match the green of the day. If they're close enough, I will certainly keep them the color of the day, but if they're a completely different color, I'm gonna do something different. So like for this, you know, I wasn't gonna change the flower to orange, even though I could have. I mean, there's certainly orange flowers, orangish, you know, orangish yellowish flowers on the cover and the photo shoot and everything. But I like the pink. I like it was, you know, kind of a nice contrast to the yellow, and it wasn't too much, it didn't stick out too much as a focal point. The focus is still on the yellow and the dress and her and everything. And finally, we're putting in the background. I have this cute butterfly brush. It took me a while to get them in a nice amount of them in positions that I want, but they turned out looking really cute. And then I went onto the Clip Studio store and found these like daisy flower brush thing, and I did, you know, different colors of that, and I like, this is like maybe my favorite background that I've done so far. It's you know, it gets a point across, and it frames the figure, and it's cute, and it's not too busy, and it looks good. So I'm really proud of how that came out. Now I'm adding some sparkles on her bracelets to go with the Barbie style. And yeah, that is it for day 4. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye!